Hello friends and my dear students, welcome back to my channel Phoenix Physics. Today we are going to learn components of a vector. You know that vector quantity has magnitude and direction. For example, this board moves in the east direction. Here, how do you calculate the magnitude? The magnitude means the numerical value. Here, boat is moving like this. The distance will give the magnitude and the direction is east direction. So this is nothing but a displacement vector because it has magnitude and the direction. So it is called as a displacement vector. Suppose this boat moves in the south-west direction. How do you draw? This is north, east,
south and west.
The boat is moving like this, moving in this direction. So this is nothing but my displacement vector. D. This displacement vector makes an angle theta here. Displacement vector has two parts. One is south direction, another one is west direction.
This is my west direction and this is my south direction.
So, vectors directed at angles to the coordinate axis. Here, this is my displacement vector makes an angle theta with the coordinate axis, can be resolved into two parts. Here I have two parts. One is
west part, another one is south part.
These parts are called vector component. So component of vector means nothing but parts of a vector. Suppose the vector makes an angle theta with the coordinate axis means that vector has two parts. One is horizontal component, another one is vertical component. Consider an object is moving in the xy plane. If it is plane means it is two-dimensional one. It has only x coordinate and y coordinate. This is my x coordinate and this is y axis. The object is moving in the xy plane. So the object starts from this origin O and moves in this direction. This is my A vector. Now, how do you find the position? Suppose the object is in this position means you draw one perpendicular line to the x coordinate and draw one perpendicular line to the y coordinate. So this will give the magnitude in the x direction and this portion will give the magnitude in the y direction, right? So say that magnitude is ax, here the magnitude is ay. A can be written as ax plus ay. If you add ax and ay, you get the a value. Here a is a vector quantity and this here ax is nothing but the magnitude. So what is the definition for a vector quantity? The vector quantity
has
both magnitude and direction. Here I have magnitude. So just multiply with the unit vector, you can get the vector quantity. Why I am multiplying with the I vector? You know that I, j are the unit vectors in 2D plane. If it is three-dimensional one means I, j, k are the unit vectors and this I vector acts on the x direction and this j vector acts in the y direction. So this a can be written as ax I vector plus ay j vector. Okay. So why did I write I vector? Because here we have only magnitude. So magnitude plus direction is vector quantity. So in order to change this Ax into vector quantity, I am just multiplying with the unit vector. What is the unit vector here? I and j are the unit vector. Next we are going to find out the magnitude of A vector. How do you find out the magnitude? Here you name it as O, P and Q. So this is AY means this is also AY because both are parallel to each other. Okay. So this is AY means this is also AY. Now consider the triangle OPQ. OPQ. In this triangle apply Pythagoras theorem. OP square is equal to OQ square plus PQ square. What is OP square? OP square is nothing but my A vector. OQ square is, what is OQ square? AX square plus what is PQ square? PQ square is AY square. Suppose if you want to find out A vector means it is root of AX square plus AY square. This is the magnitude in two-dimensional plane. Suppose in three-dimensional plane means this is 2D plane. If it is three-dimensional plane means A can be written as AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. So this is 3D plane. In three-dimensional means like this. This is my x coordinate, x axis, y axis and z axis. The unit vector I acts on the x direction, unit vector j acts on the y direction, unit vector k acts on the z direction. These three unit vectors mutually perpendicular to each other. So apply the Pythagoras theorem. Magnitude A is equal to root of AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. Up to this clear? Next I am going to find out the AX value. This A vector makes an angle theta with the x coordinate. Consider the triangle OPQ. This is my triangle. In this triangle, find out cos theta. What is cos theta formula? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. So what is my adjacent side? OQ divided by hypotenuse is OP. That is equal to cos theta. So what is my OQ? OQ is equal to AX and OP is my A vector. So this is cos theta. So if it is AX means A cos theta. So AX can be written as A cos theta. Next we are going to find out sin theta. For this sin theta I am going to take this triangle. Here I drew one perpendicular line from P to Y coordinate, right? So it makes an angle 90 degree. This is 90 degree and here also 90 degree, but this is 90 degree. This angle is theta means this in between angle is 90 degree minus theta. Then what about this angle? Say this angle is x. Okay. So you know the rule. The sum of all the three angles in a triangle is 180 degree. So 90 degree plus x plus 90 degree minus theta is equal to 180 degree. My motto is to find out x. Okay. So 180 degree plus x is equal to theta plus 180 degree. Just bring this minus theta into right hand side. So cancel this 180 degree. So x is equal to theta. Instead of x you write theta. Now I am going to find out sin theta for this triangle. In triangle OPR, what is sin theta formula? Sin theta means opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side. For this theta, opposite side is OR. OR, what is our hypotenuse? OP. So OR is equal to AY and OP is equal to A. This is sine theta. So AY is equal to A sine theta. Just cross multiply these two. So AY is equal to A sine theta. AY can be written as A sine theta. In our higher classes, you should learn more about this component of a vector. In that time, you can't apply the formula and find out the angle cos theta and sin theta. Then how do you find out cos theta and sin theta in a simplest way? Suppose this is my x and y axis and this vector, say this vector is f. Okay, this force vector makes an angle theta means the adjacent side is always cos theta. And what about sin theta? If you draw one perpendicular line to this adjacent side means that portion is sin theta. Suppose this is my force vector. This is xy plane means here the angle is theta means which one is your adjacent side? This is my adjacent side because the angle is here. Okay, so this is my cos theta component. This line is perpendicular to this line. Okay, so this is my sin theta component. Okay, so based on the angle, you can write either cos theta or sin theta. You need not write the formula and find out the answer. Okay, simply you can mark the components like this. One example problem is given. What are the unit vectors along the negative x direction, negative y direction and negative z direction? This is our 3D diagram. X, y, z. These three axes are mutually perpendicular to each other and the unit vector I acts in the x direction and j acts in the y direction and k acts in the z direction. Our question is the unit vector along the negative x direction. This is positive x direction. How do you draw the negative x direction? Like this. So this is my negative x direction. So this is I means this one is minus I vector. The unit vector along the negative x direction is minus I vector. Then the unit vector along the negative y direction. This is my positive y direction. So this is negative y direction. Minus j acts on the negative y direction. So the unit vector along the negative y direction is minus j vector. Next one is the unit vector along the negative z direction. Which one is z direction? This one is z direction. In this z direction, unit vector k is there. Just draw the negative vector like this. This is minus z axis. Here minus k vector. Okay. So the unit vector along the negative z direction is minus k vector. Up to this clear? Next one is vector addition using components. So far we discussed about vector addition in a geometrical method. Okay. For that geometrical method we use triangular law of addition or parallelogram law of addition. Same way for subtraction also. Suppose A and B are the two vectors in the Cartesian coordinate system means it can be expressed as A vector is equal to Ax I vector
plus ay
j vector plus Az k vector and B vector can be expressed as Bx I vector plus By j vector plus Bz k vector. How do you add these two vectors, that is A plus B means just add the I coordinate separately, j coordinate separately and k coordinate separately. How do you add these two vectors? Ax plus Bx I vector plus Ay plus By j vector Az plus Bz k vector. This is addition of two vectors. Similarly, for subtraction also, a minus b, how do you subtract two vectors? Ax minus bx I vector, ay minus byj vector, az minus bz k vector. One example problem is given. Two vectors a and b are given in the components form as a is equal to 5i vector 7j vector minus 4k vector and b is equal to 6i vector plus 3j vector plus 2k vector. Find a plus b, b plus a minus b and b minus a. What is given? A is equal to 5i vector plus 7j vector minus 4k vector and b vector is equal to 6i vector plus 3j vector plus 2k vector. First, find out a plus b. How do you find out a plus b? Simply add the I coordinate, j coordinate and k coordinate. That is 5 plus 6 I vector, 7 plus 3 j vector plus minus 4 plus 2 k vector. Our answer is 11 I vector plus 10 j vector minus 2 k vector. Next we are going to find out b plus a. What is our b vector? 6i vector. So how do you write? 6 plus 5 I vector, 3 plus 7 j vector plus 2 minus 4 k vector. Okay. So your answer is 11 I vector plus 10 j vector minus 2k vector. So a plus b is equal to b plus a. Okay. So this is equation 2, this is equation 1. So equation 1 and 2 is same. Next we are going to find out a minus b. Okay, how do you find out a minus b? What is our a? A 5 minus 6 I vector plus 7 minus 3 j vector plus minus 4 minus 2 k vector. Here minus I1 I vector plus 4 j vector minus 6 k vector. Next we are going to find out b vector minus a vector. What is b vector? 6 minus 5 I vector plus 3 minus 7 j vector plus 2 minus into minus 4 k vector. What is minus into minus? Minus into minus plus. So 2 plus 4. Your answer is 1 I vector minus 4 j vector and 6 k vector. B minus a vector is equal to 1 I vector minus 4 j vector plus 6 k vector. Here take the minus outside. So you can get minus of minus I vector plus 4j vector minus 6k vector. This is a minus b term. So how do you write? You can write a minus b vector is not equal to b minus a vector, or you can write b minus a vector is equal to minus of a vector minus b vector. This minus indicates both the vectors are in opposite direction. I hope this video is useful to you. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my video. Thank you.